I filmed one of these like I think in 2018, 2019. There's a ghost. Hey everyone, it's Sydney. Welcome back to my channel. I've been meaning to film this for the last month, but I haven't gotten around to it. College is very hard right now, but that's no excuse, so I'm doing it now. I'm super excited. I filmed one of these, I think, back in 2019, but I just wanted to have a short little sit-down video and kind of just talk over my 2022 New Year's resolutions, or just like my personal goals, some of them at least. There's a lot going on for me this year. It's hard for me to keep tabs on it all at once. So not only am I just like sharing these with you, I'm also using this video to keep myself accountable. So let's just go ahead and get into it. I personally have always been someone that loves to make goals for myself. I think it's really fun. I'm a very determined and driven person. I don't function in life when life is still. But this year in particular, it's going to be very hectic. Good hectic, but very hectic still. I should probably mention, because it might drive you crazy, my little and I put hair tinsel in each other's hair. So if you see like a shimmer, I have purple hair tinsel in my hair. But anyways, the first big thing that I want to talk about is that I get married this year. If you don't know me, I've been engaged for just a little under a year and a half. By the time we get married, we'll have been engaged for a full year and 7 months. And although I'm more on the young side, a lot of people don't think about getting married at my age anymore. We will have been dating for 5 years and it just felt right. I'm super excited. Wedding planning has been fun. I'm going to make a video about what wedding planning was like in college. I'll eventually make a video about sharing my vendors for anybody in the DFW area. Resolution goals wise with that, number one, I don't want to be a bridezilla. I have learned through wedding planning and premarital counseling and just personal reflection that the wedding is only a day and I'm bound to not remember a lot of it. So although I really like to have control, I really want to just like give it over to the professionals. It's a celebration for me and my husband to be, as well as our parents. But the more important thing is it's the kickoff of the long haul. So I want to make it more so like a fun celebration, not like a, okay, but like were the flowers like perfect? Was the DJ just like the best DJ you could ever have? I don't want my wedding to focus on any kind of like monetary aspect. I just want it to focus on me and my almost spouse. So learning to like let go and just roll with whatever punches we got, and not be a bridezilla would be great. That also includes like my bridal celebrations. So I love designing things. I love being the host and throwing the parties. But when it's your wedding, somebody hosts your things on behalf of you, typically. So I know that my bridesmaids, specifically like my maid and my matron of honor, are kind of in charge of my bridal shower. I know that my wonderful loving church family is throwing me another shower. And so there are some things like I don't get to be like, hey, can I have these kind of decorations? To some, not all, but there's less input on me, whereas they're doing it to honor me. So it shouldn't matter what the details look like, which is very hard for me, but I'm learning to let that go. Bachelorette, I'm just waiting to see what happens. I'm nervous for that one though. The other thing is to stay organized. I'm in 3 college organizations. I'm an officer or hold a position in 2 of them. Anyways, I'm super busy with college organizations. I take 15 hours of school and I also have a job. And so doing all that as a college student and planning a wedding, it's a little scary and it's a little nerve-wracking. Is that fair to say? But I want to get through it and I want to make sure I do it well, but not doing it to the point where I have to have it exact. I just want to stay on top of things and make sure I don't lose anything. So my current tasks include getting a bridal shower guest list together, making a playlist for it, and getting like a questionnaire filled out for the DJ as far as like what music I want played. And sometimes with all the homework I have, I just don't get around to it, but I gotta make sure that I make time for this. I'm also like the first friend getting married of like my friend group and like my sorority sisters and everything. In that aspect, it's a little daunting because I feel like everyone will eventually compare their own weddings to mine, and they may be quicker to see things like, oh, I don't want to do that. And that's something that like keeps me awake at night. So hopefully I can just relax. But moving on, let's go into some like personal career goals. I think these are the ones that are the most important to me, so I'll do those now. I made a commitment to self-publish a book this year, and I'm gonna make it happen. I don't know what month it's gonna be, but I'm in the middle of taking hand edits and transposing them into the computer. Then I will go into formatting. Then I will get a book cover design, and then I will get the mock-up book delivered to me. Once I get like my copyright registration and everything, make sure it's all like good and clean. And then I will do pre-ordering from there. And I want to have enough time to where the pre-order can like give me some time to market the story a little bit. I really want to play around with it almost as a practice round for what I may do for my career. Speaking of career, I do want to be a writer. I really want to do that full time. But in the meantime, I've been really honing in on all different aspects of media and filmmaking and television and tech. That's what I'm studying in college right now. It's super fascinating. But I'm at this crossroads where I think that my love for learning new things is confusing me for I've found what I wanted to do, because I haven't. I've always wanted to write. I've known that, but I have it drilled into my head that writing is a hobby and writing will make me a starving artist. And with me being a realist, much like my father, that means that I have to look for something to sustain me financially until I can make writing more of a reality. This plays into, I've been taking like news anchor positions and camera ops positions on my like university news crew on campus. I've done screenwriting courses so that maybe if I can't do well with books, maybe I could adapt books I love into feature films. It's really interesting, but I'm still feeling helpless all the while that I can't nail down what I want to do. Writing was so easy to nail down because as soon as I did it, that's all I ever wanted to keep doing. But in this society, that takes a while, and I still want to be able to support myself and my marriage, because I'm about to link my life with a partner and I want to be able to pull my weight. But I guess on top of like trying to find my niche, I'm trying to figure out what to do next. My ongoing battle is grad school or no grad school. And here's why. My fiance right now is super encouraging of, you want to write, I will take care of us financially to the best of my ability so that you can not go to school if you don't want to and take more time to write and hopefully start that sooner. But then there's the other side of me that there is an interest of media that I enjoy, but I want to tie it to writing. I want to be able to learn it not to help the corporate side of business, but like to help me jumpstart putting myself on a platform. Part of that is doing YouTube, part of that is learning marketing skills and so forth. Recently, I was thinking about going to grad school for media and I felt hopeless because again, media is so broad. But I need something broad that can help me tie in media and writing and like a personal brand. And so with that, I think I'm now looking more into communications. By like August, September, I want to nail down whether I'm going to go to grad school or not. And it's a nerve-wracking conversation for me to initiate with my dad because my dad really wants me to go. And for a while, I think I wanted to go too, but now I think I only want to go so that I can make my dad happy. But it's a long process because I think there's still interest. Again, I love learning, but just making that like clean cut decision for myself. I really want to get that nailed down. It's definitely a stressor in my life, but I want to figure it out. And lastly, I'm just going to go into like the miscellaneous personal humorous goals. I really want to eat better. And I know that's like everyone's thing. You will 9 times out of 10 catch me doing workouts instead of choosing to eat better. However, my body does this wonderful thing where if I work out, it more often than not craves healthier food. I love taking spin classes. I've been a cycle bar regular for years. I'm pretty regular. I love doing that, but I really want to get into like weight training. I used to do it for softball conditioning when I was a high schooler, and it kept me in really good shape, but I'm scared I'm gonna have the wrong form. Those kind of things you need to spot. And I don't really have like anybody that's willing to go to the gym with me yet. So I know that my fiance and I will go when we're married because we'll get a gym membership together. But apart from that, I don't know. I don't know what to do in the meantime. I mean, I need to get on the Stairmaster, but I really want to save up some money. Last summer, I saved $5,000 by taking on a third job. I want to save some money without taking 3 jobs though. But anyways, long story short, I just want to save some more money for myself and for my husband, just so that we can maybe do something leisurely or put more money towards a house. We really, really, really want to get a house. I know we're young and we have time to live in an apartment, but a house would be great. I don't expect it to be in the cards for us for at least another year, 2 years maybe. But that doesn't mean that I could save up for it a little bit, help out. Let's see, what else? I really want to learn how to be a better cook. Cooking helps me exercise that like control aspect, because if I follow the right directions and I have the right ingredients and I cut it the way I want, like it's served how I choose. I just need to coach myself on like different types of meals, different types of foods, instead of like the same like 6 meals that I cook myself. So maybe I should watch some like Hell's Kitchen or something. I also really want to post more on my YouTube and my Instagram specifically. Those 2 are my favorite outlets. It's so much fun for me. It's a creative source. So I just want to spend more time doing that too. And then among many other goals that I have, I think my biggest one remaining would be spending more time like intentionally in the Bible. I recently just bought my first Bible that I've had in 2 or 3 years. I just never found my Bible in all of the boxes. I don't know what happened, but I never went to go get another one. I was hoping it would show up and it didn't. So I just like slowly slipped away from like anything relating to like the Bible. And it definitely showed in like my personality and my behavior and my attitude on life and on people and on myself, really. But recently I went to Barnes & Noble and I bought a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous Bible. I think it's even on my desk. It is. I'm gonna get it. Okay, I have a bookmark here at the bottom. I know there's bookmarks already, but it's $1 with me and my fiance's face on it. But I recently bought this Bible. It is a New Living Translation Bible. At first, I was hesitant because New Living Translation is very like layman's terms, modern verbiage, things like that. It's definitely different from like the standard ESV and IV, but I really, really, really love, oh, there goes the bookmark. I really love this Bible, number one, because it's gorgeous, but it's a hope and encouragement Bible. And for someone who has a lot of self-doubt, who seeks academic validation, and for someone who doesn't always remember that God loves her, even though he does, this Bible is perfect because you could open up to a page and in the margins, first of all, it's a journaling Bible still, but in some of the margins, there'll be like affirmations and encouragements. So this one is like, you have a purpose. I recently did a study in Psalms, I want to find it, Psalm 31, and the encouragement was, you are equipped and able. And sometimes I just like don't remember that or don't acknowledge that because I wait for other people like outside to acknowledge me, but God acknowledges that and I don't need the validation from other people necessarily all the time. The margin, I have to read it too because I think it wraps up like why I'm making these goals and why I do what I do just in my daily life when I could just be sitting down being lazy. In the margins it says, life is hard sometimes, crazy, mixed up, messed up, and there you are in the middle of it all, just doing your thing, being strong, brave, and beautiful, like it's no big deal. But let me tell you, not everyone can do what you can do. Not everyone can handle the things the way you can. While you wonder sometimes if you're doing okay, the world is just watching in wonder. And I found this because I randomly was like, let's read this today. That is all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for letting me talk about my New Year's resolutions and my goals. It's really nice to bust out the vlog camera again. I've missed it. I now make new YouTube videos every Sunday. And until next time, I'll see you guys later. Bye.